boys. On last episode we were in East Africa, specifically Ethiopian restaurant. Now we're coming to West Africa, specifically by the name Vas Restaurant, and let's go in and find out what they have to offer. This is Vas Restaurant, catering to African Canadians and all African people, and we're going to go in and see what they have to offer. I see a lot of food in here, and could you explain?
Oh, this is African food. We have fried rice.
Yeah.
Fried rice is vegetable based, green peas, corn, and carrots. It's mixed with rice and some spices, and it's very delicious. It's an African diet, which is delicious and very healthy too.
What kind of spice do you put in there?
We have the North spice, which is chicken based.
I see.
And we have the curry,
okay,
and thyme that is mixed with it, with a little bit of oil. Just healthy to maintain the health of anybody that is eating it. Then we have the chicken. The chicken is just regular chicken in Canada, which is fried. We first of all boil it, we fry it, and we put it in stew. And we have the plantain. Yeah, what about more? Tell me more about the sauce with the kitchen. Well, the sauce, we normally use the jalapeno pepper. Okay. We use onion. We use tomatoes. We use Scotch bonnet pepper. We blend it together. Then we fry it in a little bit of oil. Then after it's finished frying, we put a little bit of spice like the knorr. And we use the adobe spice just to spice it a little bit. We put curry, we put thyme. Then we now mix the chicken in it.
Do you have to make the sauce separately and then mix it together?
Yeah, we normally make the sauce separate. Then we make the chicken. We first of all boil the chicken. Yeah. After boiling the chicken, we fry it. We deep fry it. Then we do the oil, we do the stew, we blend all what I've mentioned before. Okay. We blend it and put it in the oil, we mix it, let it, cook. After cooking it, then we pour the chicken in it. What do we have Then here? We have plantain. It's like a big banana. In Canada, I can show you a sample of that. Remove the skin, cut it into slices. You can cut it into any shape you like. You can cut it into 4 shapes, or you can cut it in like a slice, like a cube kind of slices. Then you fry it, you deep fry it, you put the oil on. You make sure the oil is boiled, is cooked. Then you put the plantain in it. I was thinking this was more or less like a chip type of potato, but I didn't know that this was banana. It's plantain is a big type of banana. It's called plantain. And this is fish. We normally just fry the fish. We put some condiment in it, like a little bit of pepper, spice, like the knorr, the adobe. We put it in it. We mix it together. We let it sit for a few minutes. Then we fry it. Then we make the stew. The stew is the red stew. Is specially made just the way we made the chicken stew. Similar to that. So after making that, then we can put the fried fish into the stew, and we just mix it. So can you mix, when you are eating this, can you make it rice from that? Yeah, you can mix it. You can just put it at the side. What we normally do is, this is jollof rice. The jollof rice crosses across Africa. So this is Nigerian jollof. We normally do this jollof. We make sure we put the oil on fire. Then we normally put our condiments in it. We put pepper, we blend pepper, onion, tomatoes, and Scotch bonnet. We blend it together. When the oil is hot, we put it there. Then we put some spices. Then we put the rice. We wash the rice, put it, and put some. You can put the chicken broth, or you can put ordinary water just for it to cook. You can put tomato in it, the crushed tomato, or you can put the tomato paste in it. So jollof rice is known generally in Nigeria, across Africa. We have jollof rice in Ghana, we have it everywhere. It crosses across all the border in Africa, and it's very delicious. and very healthy.
Tell me the cultural origin of this fries from West Africa.
Jollof rice is originated from one of the African country, which is called Senegal, and that is where everybody emulates this kind of food. It originated from there, and everybody emulates it, and they cook it in their own style.
So it originates in Senegal, but each region has its own.
Everybody, try to make it in their own ways. But I can tell you that Nigerian jollof rice is one of the best in Africa, because if you do a lot of research, even in the US, they adopted it that Nigeria has the best jollof rice.
Okay, it was a great presentation you showed us, and we'll take a break, and after we come back, we'll continue with this conversation.
Thank you.
Bisola, welcome to our show, and thanks for letting us see what you're cooking in here, and tell me a little bit about yourself, and then we go what you're cooking.
So, hello everyone, my name is Bisola, and I'm one of the chefs here. I help my parents run this as well, and basically here we're getting ready for the day, and I have here some puff puffs for a client. So it's basically fried batter. I can show you with flour, sugar, and a little bit of spice just to jazz it up a little bit. I mix it with lukewarm water. I cover it up, and I put some yeast as well. So I let it rise for like, let's say about 30 minutes in like a really cool area. Let it rise. Once it's done, then I know I'm ready to start frying. So that's what we have here. And here we have some goat meat boiling up for some soup later on today. So basically this is goat meat pepper soup, and basically it's goat meat with, it's very, very spicy. So we have some goat meat, we have some scotch bonnets, we have some onions, we have some quinoa to jazz it up a little bit, and then we have the pepper soup spice, which is the little secret that we put in it, and that's basically what that is. Here I have some meat marinating on fire, just to let it cook for about an hour or so, and then before you know it, we take it out and then we light fry it just to crisp it up a little bit. And here I have some vegetable sauce loaded. In here I have the meat, my a little bit of stockfish, some tripe, and some locust bean. Locust bean is originated from Nigeria, popularly in the Yoruba culture where I'm from, just a little bit in there. And we blend some pepper, so some scotch bonnet, some jalapeno peppers, some red pepper, some onions. We blend it up, we add a little bit of spice, and then all cooked up, and a little bit of palm oil just to give it that taste, and that's it.
Is this a common thing in the Yoruba culture?
Yes, it's a very, very common meal in the Yoruba culture. It can be eaten with anything from rice, potatoes, to pounded yam, which is like, I guess, the Yoruba name for fufu, the more generic name, I guess. And it's a very rich meal, like it's very, very rich because it has spinach in it, which is really, really good for you. And you have your peppers, which is also good for you. You get onions and your spices, so it's like you're getting your carbs and you're getting your protein all together. I'm gonna use this to make fufu actually, so.
Oh, okay, that's for fufu?
Yes, that water.
Okay, tell me more about fufu.
So, okay, I call it fufu, but because it's a more generic name, but it's like a bolus. You can either use cassava.
Okay.
You can use pounded yam flour. You can use yam flour. Yam flour is more popular in the Yoruba culture as well.
Yeah.
Yam flour is really good for you as well. It's rich. It has a lot of vitamins.
So after you boil the water, do you have to add any other stuff or?
Yes, so I can show you.
Okay.
I have the yam flour, the one that I said is really healthy. I'm trying to make this for a client right now. So what I do is once I notice that my water is nice and hot, I just pour it in, stir and stir and stir and stir as I go. Once I realize it's a little bit thickened up, I put this down. And I try to hold the pot and I keep stirring and stirring and stirring and stir it in until I don't see any white stuff anymore.
So what is the local name for it in Nigeria?
So this is called amala.
Amala, okay.
Yes, black amala.
Black amala, okay.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
So if I say, give me black amala, this is what I get?
This is what you're getting. And we make it fresh for you because it's nicer that way. So you get it nice and fresh and hot, which is really good as well. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to let it cook a little bit. So I add some water and I'm just going to let it cook, let it simmer.
It's cooking for 2 minutes, you said, and
keep stirring until.
From now, it's going to be served.
It's going to be served.
Thanks very much for letting us to come to your restaurant and have this episode for African Canadian Voice. Tell me a little bit about yourself first before we go into the details of how you...
My name is Victoria and my last name is Shobesa. I'm a Nigerian. I came to this country in 2005. I'm a registered nurse back home and I applied for my exam, which I passed. And I started my nursing in 2005 December as an RN outside in Ontario. It is called a small place in Enzel. Called it Enzel, Ontario. I think it's on Highway 4 going to London.
I see.
Then after there for about 2 years, I got a job with the City of London. Cooking has been something that I love back home. I started cooking at the age of 13 years.
You started when you were young?
Yeah, when I was very young, because my mom does not allow us to cook, and I wanted to cook, and I just have the passion to cook. So when I was in year 3, I applied. When I was in year 3 of my high school, I joined in nutrition, food and nutrition.
I see.
And I was doing it came out of my secondary school, my high school. So and I passed very well. I was cooking for the church then. We are doing potluck. We went to my church. So anyway, I just decided that I need to get a place to showcase my.
Oh, that's quite interesting. So you transitioned from voluntary service to your passion in a way that's business.
So that was when I decided that let me just bring it out because we don't have any Nigerian food in London. People go to Toronto to go and buy their food and everything. So I said, you know what, let's just put it into practice. Let me just come out a little bit.
I mean, early start on of a business is very difficult proposition. And so what kind of support were you having from the community or family members?
My husband has been a very great support. And my kids, they've been a great support when I started the business. And I have friends that are very supportive. Initially, it was very hard because to buy the cooker, buy the stove, buy everything is a little bit expensive when you want to start this kind of a business. But I have a friend that knows the person that was here before, that owned this
place.
This place before, and so she said she wanted to move out. So I just said, you know what? Let me just buy the business from you. Let me buy all the stove and everything, and it's a lot of money anyway. So that was how we started this business.
What about building the clientele in terms of the African demographics, African people? How difficult or easy was it for you?
We do a lot of flyers. We go to schools like Fanshawe College. We go to University of Western Ontario. We go to high schools, the private high schools that the children normally comes from Nigeria. So with time, people started knowing us, and we put flyers in the church. We take flyers to our friends to help us.
So what kind of feeling was there when Africans come in here and they find the food from back home?
Well, we've been having a lot of Google review about the food. People love the food. People have been saying a good thing about the food. Instead of them going to Toronto, they've been coming here. Some people from Toronto normally comes here. They come to eat the food, and they give us a lot of compliment about the food.
Good. Challenges?
Oh, it was very rough when we first started. Like at times, when you first open, you're expecting people to be coming in. Even the friends that you think are coming in, they are not really there for you. But with time, as time goes on, we started having people around us. We started seeing people coming in, and people ordering food, and people, we have a lot of catering coming in. And we have people that help us to deliver the food. We have Skip the Dishes. We have Deb Delivery. Just the word of the mouth that we have an African catering food in London, which is called Vast Cuisine. People have been coming, and we really thank God for that.
It was a great pleasure talking to you, and I learned quite a bit about the African food in here, and I can see a lot of clientele are coming in here while we're taping this, and I know that we took time out of your work, and we really appreciate your...
thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I hope I'm able to help you with a little bit of African, Canadian.
Because we want to put the African dimension of food, culture, and everything on the map, and you played a role on that, and we're very thankful for that.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for giving us the chance to come over here and talk to you. We were talking to your wife, and at this moment we wanted to talk to you because this is a teamwork that you're doing here, and we wanted to continue with you. Please tell me, what were you doing back at home? And
as you mentioned, my name is Femi. Back in Nigeria, I was working with Federal Government of Nigeria at NPC, National Public Health Commission, as a programmer and a data analyst. I rose to a senior level before retiring and moving down to, before I moved down to Canada with my family. Here in Canada, I changed what I was doing back home. I started business here, buying stuff here, cars, everything, and shipping them to Nigeria. Like, you know, I have an office in Nigeria where those things are being sold. And apart from that, with my experience in programming and statistics and data analysis, I got involved in a lot of research work here in Canada. Some professors here in Windsor, in Western, all over. The essence of establishing Vast Cuisine is to cater for the African community as a whole, and the Canada in general.
Yeah.
Because we have our customers from everywhere, white, black, everywhere.
I see.
But London is growing. There's a large community here of Africans, and you know, in diaspora they are here. So that we have really bridged the gap.
Yeah.
That you don't go to Toronto. What you want in Toronto is in
Everything
London
is in here.
It's in London here.
Everything is in
it's
here.
in London here.
Tell me more about the jollof rice, where it started, the historical background, the cultural background, and how it evolved into what it is
Yeah,
now.
the jollof rice is from a tribe in Senegal.
In Senegal.
Yeah, Senegal is a country. There's a tribe in Senegal called Wolof.
Wolof, okay.
That you know that they are popular, they are warriors. So the one that started this jollof rice, and you trust Nigerians and Ghanaians.
Took it.
We took it up.
Yeah, you made it your own.
We made it our own.
Yeah.
We modify it, and that's why we have Nigerian jollof rice. We have Ghanaian jollof rice. All over the world now, there is jollof rice, and there is competition every year. In the last 4 or 5 years in the US, Nigeria has been coming first in the making of jollof rice. Last year, United Nations at their meeting, they issued a statement, fine. The bid came from Senegal, but Nigeria has been...
Nigeria won, okay.
You know, it's an ongoing thing between Nigeria and Ghana. You are the best and the best. The main thing is that we want the business to bring Africans together, to be a source of attraction for them to have African food, have the African feelings. Apart from Africans, the non-Africans too, they have been coming in large numbers. You won't believe that we have some real Caucasian Canadians eating atayamase. You won't believe it.
Yeah.
Or what you call ofada rice. That's another delicacy, something. So they have been coming. They love it, and it's a kind of unifying factor.
Yeah.
The restaurant, unifying Africans and non-Africans, meeting at tables, at any occasion, at the ordered food, and you know. So that my message is that I want more of this, you know, happening, bringing us together, so that we all of us will have a kind of sense of belonging.
Yeah.
That this is our own, and make everybody to participate in it. Africans, Canadians, Mexicans, everywhere, everybody, you know, as one, and let us taste each other's food.
I really appreciate the time you dedicated for us. I know you guys are really busy, but we are very thankful for this, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah.
It was a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next episode next week.